Hi, it's Bree. Welcome to your practice. Today we're getting in through lower half of your body to strengthen it and allow you to walk out of this practice feeling stronger about yourself, not only on the mat, but as you walk into your day as well. Something I'd like you to consider as we go through this practice today is, yes, we're going to go ahead and build strength. We're going to get stronger in that sense. But also I want you to remember that whole other half of the equation of the strength that you already have. And I want you to plug into that. It might be a little dusty. You may have forgotten where exactly that strength is, but when we combine the strength that you have that's in there with this strength that we're going to build, we create for a really powerful practice. With that being said, please make sure you have 2 blocks, and let's begin our practice when you're ready. Have a lie down. As you lie down, let's go ahead and track the feet so they're just about hip width distance. You feel the feet starting already to plug into the earth. And once you got your feet set up, take your hands just above the belly button until you start to feel the lower portions of the ribs. Let your hands rest there, and then let your eyes close. And before we even do anything, because you already connect to the strength that it took for you to show up for your practice today. Because it is not always easy. And it's not always celebrated. So right now, in this moment, could you offer yourself a few better breaths, connecting to that energy? Feeling the sides of your ribs expand into your hands as you're breathing. The belly helping you empty the exhales out, pulling down. And just in case there's anything in your way that could be moved with a few breaths, we're going to try and move it with a few breaths. Take an exhale, move as much breath as you can out. Exhaling, 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 exhaling. And through the nose, inhale please for 5, 4, 3. Feel those ribs move into your hands. 2, 1, hold. And there's a little bit more room there, promise. Take another breath in, sip in. Lung expansion, hold that. We're here for 10. Soften through the jaw. 3, 2, 1. Exhale out the mouth, let it go. Mouth will close. Inhale through your nose for 5, 4, 3, 2. Let your head rest on the mat rather than pushing into it. Please hold. Sip in more breath. Inhale, lung expansion. And hold that for 15. Let yourself be here. Three, 2, 1. Open the mouth, let it out. Mouth closes. Last one. Inhale 5. Hold. Eyes soften. Temples soften. Sip in more breath. Inhale. Holding for 20. Three, 2, 1. Exhale, let it out. Take a better breath in through your nose. Out the nose, exhale. Allow yourself a few more of those on your own. Start to tap into a rhythm that would be useful as we begin to add some movement. As you do inhale, let's reach those arms up over your head. Stretch the feet long to the bottom of the mat, reaching, 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 reaching. And then exhale, let the limbs go just as they are. I didn't mention this, but you can do this with your eyes closed if you like. If you know most of these moves, it's sometimes a deeper experience, or you can have your eyes open. But let's reach up once more. Arms lengthen, toes reach long, maybe even tailbone tucks a little bit, extra centimeter of space. And then exhale, let it go. Give a little flex to your feet. Let them know that they're there. On your exhale, can you take the right knee toward your chest, clasp the hands around through the shin, and we have a rin releasing pose as we exhale, hug that thigh close. I always like to make these moving more often than not. So as we inhale, move that right thigh forward. The arms will go straighter. And as you exhale, snuggle the right thigh close. A couple more like that, taking your time. And as that thigh gets nice and close, we'll keep it there. Take a good breath around through the belly, around through the back of the waist. And exhale, trace that leg over to your left. As the leg goes over to your left, cactus your right arm. Now it's likely going to be floating unless you're feeling super open. But with that floating arm, use this good tension through the chest and the shoulder to go a little deeper. Feel 3 breaths. Work up through right side of the belly, right side of the ribs. Untangle some of that tension. As you inhale, right leg comes back up. Bend through your left knee. Right ankle hops on top of that left thigh for our figure 4. Press outside through the right outer thigh away from you. Cactusing both arms now, working through a little sequence. We'll gather a breath through the belly. Exhale, pick up your left foot, hug both thighs into the chest, hands free. So we're using our core a little bit here. Tailbone lifts a little bit. Inhale, set that left foot down. Low back stays in contact for this part. As you exhale, both legs are rolling over to your left. Outside of the right thigh is still pushing forward. Maybe the right foot makes a print on the floor, maybe not. Inhale, bring the legs back up through center. Ground down through your left foot. Feel the left heel squeeze back toward the left shoulder. As we exhale, lift up, single leg glute bridge. Inhale, lower the hips back down. As you exhale, thighs hug in. We have that nice figure 4. Maybe the butt lifts up a little bit higher, maybe not. Set the left foot back down. As you exhale, legs go over to your left. Back up through center. Inhale. Press through the left foot. Feel the left glute fire as you lift the hips up. Inhale, lower down, controlled. As you exhale, hug the thighs in. Left foot lands as we inhale. And exhale, both legs go over to your left. Legs come back to center. As you exhale, lift the hips up, and now we're going to hold. And this is a class for the legs, so be prepared for this. I want you to imagine that there's a little level at the top of the hip, so we have left hip and right hip kind of hanging out in the same line. Your left heel is not just digging down, but it's magnetizing back toward that left shoulder, so we're manually extra engaging the left glute. Keep that action. Take an inhale, slowly lower the hips almost to touch. And then exhale, drive up, but it's a slow drive. We might already get into the shakes on the first one. Squeezing the heel down and back toward the shoulder. Inhale, hips come down, almost to touch. Exhale, press through the left foot, lift up. Please do 3 more. And I'm right here with you. Focus on the hips lifting evenly. Getting a taste of the left leg What feels powered up? What feels strong? And where's the opportunity to already start building strength? As you finish, hips stay lifted. Choose something in your body that's not in the lower half of your body to soften. And then lower everything back down. Release the legs. Let yourself be here. Have 2 breaths. Flex through your feet. So much that maybe the heels lift up some. I'll get that left thigh nice and close to the chest. Wind releasing pose. Clasp around through the shin. As you exhale, hug the thigh close. We'll do this little teeter-totter seesaw motion. Inhale, thigh goes further away. Arm goes straight and ish. Exhale, hug it in. Couple more. Notice if you're rushing the movement or the breath. Happens a lot. Taking this at your pace. As the left thigh hugs in, keep it there. Feel a good breath. Belly might expand all the way, pressing into that left thigh. And as you exhale, take it for a twist. Make it a big one, so we're really rolling over through to the right. Left arm is now floating into your cactus shape. Draw up some breaths from left side of low belly, through ribs, up in through the tender areas of the left side of the chest and the shoulder. You might notice the arm goes lower just by being here. On your next inhale, left leg comes up, bend your right knee, glue the foot down, we'll hop that outer left ankle on top of the right thigh. Arms go into our cactus shape. Flex through your feet, breath in. Exhale, both thighs close to the chest, figure 4. Inhale, set the foot down. Exhale, legs go over to your right. Left footprint, land it. Inhale, back up. And press down through the right foot. Exhale, single leg glute bridge on our right. Squeeze the right heel down and toward the shoulder so you get that extra activation. Inhale, hips come down. Exhale, thighs hug it. Inhale, set that right foot down. And the left foot goes over to the right. Back up for the inhale. Push through the right foot. Exhale, lift the hips up. Do the last one on your own. I've really been enjoying this sequence lately. I've been putting it into a lot of my classes. Because it feels good, it helps open the hip, it also helps engage the core. Helps open up that outer top leg line. So here as the foot's going to the side, we're getting a little bit through my T-band, maybe through the top of the hip for some of us. And it also engages the glute really nicely. As our hips are lifting, let's get a level through them. Extra squeeze of that heel toward your shoulder. And here we go with our pulses. Inhale, lower the hips almost to touch. Exhale, hips lift up. And I'm already shaking on this side. Maybe you are too. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift the hips up. One more. And it's funny because once you stop that engagement, it gets a lot easier, but that's not what we're here to do today. We're here to challenge our strength. As the hips lift up, we'll hold it there. Choose something that's not related to the parts that are working, so not the glutes, the legs. Maybe something around the face, give it a soften. And then slowly lower everything down. Release the legs, let yourself be for 2 breaths. Hug the knees in towards your armpits. Grab around through the shins and roll a little bit side to side. go back through center, hug the knees close. And let's try for 4 rolls forward and backwards, but how slowly can we roll? Slower and more interesting in this case. Inhaling back, exhaling up, usually works pretty well. And the next time you end up, let's roll all the way through for our tabletop. There will be one move on our hands today that we're going to get to, so let's open them up a little more. I'd like you to start taking walks with your hands every time it's placed slightly differently. Backs of the hands work really well. Can make fists. Slide through the fingers. Placing on exhales works really well here. Pad those hands back to your neutral. Walk the left knee in a little closer to the midline. We'll slide that right leg out. Squeeze the inner right foot toward that left inner knee. We have some cow cats with our half straddle. As you inhale, feel the belly lower, heart pull forward. Maybe the gaze is up. Exhale, press through the hands, upper back lifts up, back of the heart opens up, and we squeeze that inner left knee toward the inner right foot. Inhale, move through your cat. Get that nice inner thigh and the right groin stretch here. Exhale, press up through cat. Last one, inhale, move it through your cow. And press it up through for your cat. Neutralize through your spine. I'd like you to drop down on your left forearm. So we have the shoulder and the elbow in one line. Right fingertips are gonna go in line with your left elbow. Wing out the elbow a little bit so we almost have a shelf that's created. Flex through your right foot. Inner side of the right foot is strong. And then lift up and back with that right foot. Toes are slightly pointing down, heel is slightly pointed up. My hips are not stacking. The foot is out slightly, so we're starting to feel the middle part of your glute. As we start to feel that middle part of the glute, breathe in. Exhale, hug that right knee high toward your right elbow. And we'll start to feel it if you haven't yet. Inhale, leg goes back, moving like you're through water. So these movements aren't fast. Exhale, hug the knee high to the elbow. Inhale, hug it back. Exhale, hug the knee to your elbow. Now we change here. If you can't, rest that knee right on the elbow. If not, it's a hover. Breathe in. Look to the right. Exhale, straighten your right leg. Outer middle glute is on fire now. Rebend through that right knee. Exhale, kick it up and back. Breath in. Exhale, hug the knee towards your elbow. Pause, breath in. Exhale, straighten out through that right leg. Inhale, rebend. Exhale, kick it back. Last one, breath in. Exhale, right knee high to that elbow. Shift the shoulders a little bit more forward. Reach out through those right toes, straightening the leg, doing your best. Right knee bends. Exhale, kick that foot back and set the foot down, come back up to tabletop. And maybe you're thinking, yes, Bree, we're done with that side. Not quite, we have one more thing to do before we get through the other side. Curl your left toes under for some extra support here, and then slide that right foot back. Heel is pointing up to the ceiling, and reach your left arm forward. Good, breath in. Exhale, reach your right leg up. So everything's in one long line. Now instead of doing the traditional bird dogs, we're going out to the side for a half cactus and a fire log, a fire hydrant with the right leg. Take a breath in. Exhale, bend the left elbow, right knee out to the side. Whew. Inhale, reach it long. Shoulder on the right is over the wrists. Exhale, hug right knee high out to the side, like a little peeing dog pose. Left arm's in a cactus. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hug out to the side. Last one, we're holding here for 5. 4, can you get that right leg a little higher? 3, 2, And one, reach it long, set the hand down, set the knee down, come all the way up, roll the shoulders up, down, and back. Shoulders up, down, and back. And let's go through our other side. Come into your tabletop with your half straddle. Left foot is out to the side. Squeeze that inner left foot towards your right knee and try on some cow-cats. Again, the more you're engaging that inner left foot to the knee, the more engaging this is going to be. It's a really funny thing about yoga and the practice is two people can be doing the same pose, feeling completely opposite things depending on how they're engaging. We showed up to strengthen today, so that's what we're going to do. Neutralizing when you're ready. Right forearm is coming down, shoulder and elbow are in one line. Line of the left fingertips are in line with that right elbow. Elbow wings out a little bit so we have a kickstand. Flex through your left foot and slide it all the way up and back. Toes are slightly pointing down, heel is slightly up. Getting for that middle part of our left glute. Inhale. Exhale slow, hug that left knee as like it's gonna land like a little bird on top of that left elbow. Inhale back. Exhale, bend. Knee gets nice and high toward that elbow. Inhale back. Here we go. Exhale, bend the knee high toward the elbow, and instead of pushing it back, we hold it, we look to the left, and can we exhale, kick that left foot out to the side, leg is long now. Inhale, rebend the left knee. Exhale, press the leg back. Breath in. Only 3. Exhale, hug the knee high to the elbow, perch it. Slowly kick that leg out to the side. Foot next to foot. Bend the knee back. Exhale, leg goes long. Good breath. Inhale. Exhale, knee gets high. You got this. Can we straighten out the left leg? Exhale, knee hugs up. Press that foot all the way back. Set it down and come into your tabletop. Almost down through this side. From your tabletop, let's get the left foot. Press it back. Left heel is lifting. Right arm is going long. Gaze is forward slightly of those bottom left fingers. Float your left foot up off of the floor. We got a fire hydrant and your half cactus through the right. Breath in. Exhale, left knee high and out to the side. Right arm out. Inhale, reach. Now that right outer glute might be feeling this even more. Exhale, get the left leg high. Right arm is into our cactus. Shift the weight in the shoulder forward. Inhale, reach long. Last one. Exhale, hug high out to the side. Leg up, arm up. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reach it long. Set the hand down, set the knee down, and take a child's pose. And in my practices, I don't often put child's pose, but it's here today because I want you to feel some breaths. Move it down from the belly in through the glute area. And also those middle glutes should be able to relax a little bit here. Stretch a little bit here. And then it's going to be right into the fire with the rest of this practice. Let's come up through your tabletop and press back, downward facing dog. As you get to your down dog, move around. How is entirely up to you. Do you bend the knees? Do you move the hips? You bob the chest? Got about a good 5 breaths to figure it out though. If you're lifting a leg, do the other leg. Okay. And as you finish, we'll pad the feet about hip width distance. Get into our long downward facing dog. And as you inhale,
flip the heels. Exhale, lift your left leg up, bend your knee and open up your hip. Now squeeze that heel towards your butt and give me 2 really good circles in both directions with your left knee. Good. And as you finish, we're thinking left knee over toward the right armpit, breath in. Exhale, make it happen, cross. We're holding here. Good breath in, look over to the right. Exhale, straighten out the left leg. Spin on the inner right foot. We have our fallen triangle. Outer edge of the left foot presses. We're bending, exhale through your left knee. Get the left sit bone close to your left heel. Close-ish. Straighten through the leg. We're still here. We got one more. Strong left arm, bend through the left knee. Heel goes toward the sit bone toward the heel. Straighten, look down, set the right hand down, spin your right heel up. So that left leg is out. We're getting to that outer left leg line, you feel it. Shift the weight forward, breathe in. Cross, exhale, left knee high to the left armpit. Step the left foot up, right knee down, and we're in our lunge. Reach the arms up. Slow down, 2 breaths. Exhale, set the hands down. Half splits. You might choose to use your blocks. If you do so, they're going right under the shoulder line. But let's frame the leg no matter where you're at. And point through the left toe so we're getting a nice stretch to the top of the foot. Lengthen that spine forward. And now nice and easy. Bend through the left knee, set the hands forward, step back, plank. Inhale. Exhale, set the knees down, lower all the way down and forward. Tops of the feet press down, those legs are long. Fingertips go forward to the shoulders, tent. Inhale, roll up, rolling cobra. Exhale, lay it down and forward. Twice more at your own breath rate. Down dog eventually. In your down dog, slow down a breath for yourself. Let's get the heels to lift, inhale. Right leg lifts up, bend the knee, open up through your hip, squeeze the heel towards your butt, 2 of the best circles that you got with that right knee. We're getting high on that left heel, so we're also getting the left foot to work here, left calf to lift here. Good. Crossing 3-pointed plank. As you exhale, right knee hooks over to your left armpit. Look over to the left, kick out through that right leg and rise up, fallen triangle. Outer edge of your right foot, push it down. Now bend the right knee, get your right sit bone closer to the right heel. Straighten the right leg, got strong arms, breath in. Exhale, bend the right knee, get the heel closer to your right butt. Right heel, right butt. Straighten through that right leg and set the left hand down. Spin the left heel up. So we're in a lunge position with the back foot. We have a nice opening through the right outer leg going. Inhale. Exhale, right knee high to the right armpit. Step the foot up, and we have our low lunge on this side. Slow down 2 breaths. Exhale, hands come down. We have a half splits. Blocks will go under the shoulder line if you're using them. Do try and press and lengthen through the top of the right foot today. Rebend through your right knee, set the hands. We'll step it back to our plank. And on the exhale, knees come down, lower down and forward. 3 more rounds of your smoothest possible rolling cobras. Down dog when you're ready. For this next one, can we keep the heels a little more grounded? Let's lift the left leg up, bend the knee, open up through the hip. And now keeping that hip open, can we start to slide it on over to the left? So we have another frog leg happening, getting right back in through that middle glute through the left side. Now, can we start to lift the right hand? If you're really feeling confident, that hand goes into your cactus. Ooh. And your balance might be there today, it might not. Whatever you have, right hand will set down. Exhale to cross, left knee high to your right armpit. Pause. Exhale, knee high to your left armpit. Breath in. Exhale, land that left foot right on up into your high lunge. Now really fiercely lift that back heel. Bend the right knee a little to start, tailbone goes down, frontal hip points open up. Keep bending that knee a little bit more. And then bend it a little bit more. And when you're like, Brie, I can't bend it anymore, stay, but squeeze the feet together. Oh, and it's shaking right away in my right leg today. Your leg's shaking too. 2 moves are happening at once. We breathe in. Exhale, lean forward, straighten both of your legs. We have a modified pyramid. Inhale, right back into your lunge with the back knee bent. Press, exhale, straighten through the legs, reach the heart forward, pyramid. Inhale, bend and bend, arms come up. Exhale, through to your pyramid. Rise on up. Left leg does not change. Right foot gets super light, hop into your chair. Bring your hands to heart center. Can you get the butt a little bit lower and the energy a little bit more center with the hands down? We're still on that left leg. Right heel lifts up. With your right heel lifting up, also lift your right knee up towards your chest. Flex the right foot. Left knee is bending more than you think it needs to. Slowly drive that right heel back. We're right into our warrior 3. Straightening the left leg a little bit. But a little bend is going to help you maintain your connection to your power. We want that today. Left leg is strong. You got this. Can you hug the right knee back in toward the chest? Rise up, arms come up. From here, slow, confident transition. Bend the left knee a little bit. Exhale, warrior 3. Arms can go back. I want this to be more about the legs today. And when we get here, stay or add a little bend through the left leg and straighten it back up. Rise all the way up, right knee to the chest. Flex the right foot. Bend the left knee a little bit. Exhale, kick it back, warrior 3. Now, we get to do it again if you like. Bend that left knee. Woo-hoo. Straighten the left leg. No matter where you are, set the foot back. We have a high lunge. Glide the arms up. Exhale, set the hands down. Now you can either just go to down dog or add a flow of your choosing. This can be the same as what we just did, but maybe just one rolling cobra. Or you can use an up dog or a regular cobra. What's going to be best? When you get to down dog, strong breath for yourself. You'll stay grounded for the first part. Can we lift up through that right leg? Bend the knee. Open up through the hip. Excuse me, lift your left heel. From here, lower the left heel back down. Really ground down. Feel the difference between the lift and the drop. And can we squeeze that right knee out to the side? Sometimes it helps shortening the stance with that right arm. We have a half frog leg on the right. And then can we lift the left hand a little bit? Maybe you draw it to the center so you can see it. Or the left arm goes in your cactus. Challenging balance. If you fall out, come back in. Left hand lands. And as the left hand lands, let's go ahead and cross that right knee over to your left armpit. Move it over to your right armpit. And step it up for your high lunge. Let's bend the back knee a little bit. Sit bones down, hip points up. Bend the back knee a little bit more. And a little bit more until you're like, yep, that's sufficient today. And then squeeze those feet together. That squeezing of the feet toward that imaginary midline is what's really going to fire up through your legs. Inhale. Straighten into your pyramid. Lean forward, arms go back. Both legs are straight. Ish. Rebend. Bend the back knee. Drive up with the arms. Exhale into your pyramid. Bend and bend, rise up. Exhale, fold. Bend up. Lift, lift, lift. Right leg's not going to do anything. Left foot, step it forward, chair. Once you get there, hands go to heart. Right leg is still the one that's working. Let's get the butt back so the weight can be in the heels, not just so the butt goes down. We feel that shift. Left heel lifts up. All the weight is in the right leg. Left knee lifts up. With the left knee lifting up, and we slowly kick back into your warrior three. Right leg can straight as you need to, bend as you need to. Hug that left knee back into the chest. Press through the right foot, reach the arms up, stand tall, left knee to the chest. Flexing the left foot's going to help here. Breath in. Exhale, arms back, left foot back, warrior three. Staying here is great, or we bend through the right knee, take the elevator down. Press through the right leg, straight. Hug the left knee in, reach up. Tall body. Once more, inhale. Exhale, arms go back, left foot goes back. We're in our warrior three. We want to tempt fate and bend the right knee. And then straighten it back up. Land the left toes, high lunge, reach up. Very good. No matter how you got here, you're here. Let's set the hands down. Inhale to plank, your choice, flow or no flow. Up dog, down dog. What do we want? Let's meet in down dog. And take a good breath. Heels up. Exhale, left leg lifts up. Bend the knee, open up through your hip. Giant C shape. Exhale, left knee high to your left armpit. Two options here. Exhale, left knee to left armpit. First option, drop down the right knee. As you drop down the right knee, get the left knee high and bend the elbows for a modified Kundalini. If you have Kundalini, take Kundalini. Left leg goes out. Make sure I'm in the frame here. Left leg goes out. Back leg lifts. Maybe the toes are still on the floor. Whatever you got, come back. 3-pointed down dog. Left leg is up. And then exhale, step the foot up right in through your high lunge. I did say this was legs, right? Okay, let's get the hands to the hips. Lean halfway forward. And then lean so much forward that your right toe is
barely touching the floor. And because it's barely touching the floor, let's tap it up and tap it back and tap it up. This is balance. Tap it back, focus. Once more, tap it up. Tap it back. Lean forward, warrior three. Hands can stay at the hips. Ooh. Flexing through that right heel. Last part here on the side. Wing out the arms. Squeeze the shoulders together. We have a subtle back bend happening. Can you point through your right toes, bend the right knee a little bit. Point the toes up, right glute starts to fire more. Got all that, but why not add the bend to that left knee? Vulture pose. You might be flying the arms like me to stay with balance. Right toes are pointing up, lift them up, right glutes firing, left knee is bending. And exhale, set those hands down, standing splits. Blocks are gonna be your friends if you can't get to the floor. If you wanna really get fancy with it, you can bend the top knee and grab for that right foot with the left hand. Release. The left hand down if it's not. Set the right foot back, flow or down dog. And as you're arriving down dog, connect back to what feels like it's firing up. What is that source that wanted you to show up for practice today? Plug into that. Dust it off. Heat it up. Let's lift the heels up. Right leg goes up this time, bend the knee, open up through the hip. Exhale, cross right knee over to the left armpit. You have an arm balance here. Right knee to the right armpit. Modified would be left knee down, hop the right knee on top of the elbow, and bend and hold. Otherwise, it's into your Vinyasa. Right knee is up, right leg is out, back leg might be up. Foot sets down, all the way up and back. 3-pointed down dog. Right foot steps up, and we got our high lunge. Hands to the hips. Take it halfway forward. And lean forward so that we're barely on that left toe. We are loading the front leg. Breath in. Exhale, left toe, tap it forward. Tap it back. Forward. Back. Base of the big toe, glute down on the right foot. Forward. Back. Slowly, warrior three. Foot lifts up. You're doing a dance like I am on the right foot. Good. Arms go back, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Point through your left toes. Bend the left knee. Get the toes up, that left glute's firing. Now bend through the right knee. We're in vulture. Get deep, fly deep. Left toes, point them up. Right knee is bending. We're here for 5. Breathe. 4, there's time to breathe. 3, heart pulls forward. 2, standing splits, left leg up, right leg is long. Finally, your hands get to help us. And then left toes go back. Your choice, take a flow or just land in downward facing dog. And know and decide why you're choosing the flows. Are you doing it because you think you have to, or are you doing it because it's going to benefit you? Slowly, slowly exhale, set the knees down. Take a peek over here at the video. I'm just going to explain something. Where we're going next is a drop down to the forearm. It's similar to what we did in the warm-up with a little more pizzazz.
So from down dog, what it's gonna look like is the forearm drops down and that opposite leg opens up. The leg that's floating, the leg that's on the floor is in a 90-degree shape. Then from there, we're gonna do a little leg stuff. So with that in mind, please sit up in your down dog. And as you get to your down dog, can you drop the right forearm down? And lift the left knee up and wing it out to the side. There we go. From here, can we lower the inner left knee toward the inner right knee? And open up. Left knee, right knee. Open up. Left knee, right knee. It's a lot of this middle glute that we don't often see. Open up, hold. 3, 2, 1, extend the left leg out to the side. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2. Hug the knee toward your body. Step the left foot up, high lunge. Stand all the way up, right knee to the chest. Bend the left knee a lot. Land in your chair, hands to heart center. Transfer the weight to the right leg. We were on the left leg, but we're switching so that we can do something with our left leg now. Transfer the weight to the right leg, stand back up, left knee to the chest. I'm gonna face forward so you can see. Flex your foot. We're almost out of it. Open the left leg out to the left. Back to center. Open the left leg out to the left, grab hold of the shin, right arm into your cactus. Bend through your right knee, hinge like a bar is at your hips, and come forward. All the way back up. Option to stay exactly like that. If you want a little more, 2 fingers, grab your big toe, or my favorite, left hand outside of the left foot. Rising cactus or a T. Hinge and fold. Back up. Release. Give yourself a little wiggle, a little shake. Top of the mat. Let's reach the arms up, inhale. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Down dog or add a flow on your way to get there. And just because I'm not doing the flows doesn't mean you shouldn't do the flows. Just like if I was doing the flows doesn't mean you have to do the flows. So get used to that, listening to your own body. From your down dog, the left forearm is now dropping down. We shift the weight to your left and reach the right leg open. We have this little 90-degree shape happening. Let's exhale, close right knee toward left knee. Open up. Right knee, left knee. Open up. Right knee, left knee. Open up. 3, 2, 1. Straighten your right leg, holding 5, 4, 3, 2. Bend the right knee close to the side of the body. Step that foot all the way up. We're in our high lunge. Press through the right foot. Lift up. Left knee to the chest. Bend the knees. Chair. Hands to heart. Shift the weight to the left leg. We're just doing a transfer here. Once the weight is shifted to the left leg, right knee lifts up. Exhale out to the side with that right knee. Back through center. Exhale, open up, grab the right shin, cactus the left arm. Bend the standing leg, start to hinge forward, exhale. Back up. 2 options, do the same thing. Try to do that thing. Or grab for the big toes, or again, my favorite, outer foot. If you're in the leg extension, maybe teeing out the arms for that balance. Whatever you got, try the hinge. Come back up and release. Give yourself a little shake.
Little pat. Congratulations. Come to the top of the mat. Chair with a little back bend. Bend the knees, sweep the arms up, lay it back. Exhale, fold down, clasp the hands, rinse out through the arms behind the back. And release the hands. It's like a quarter lift. Inhale. And a quarter lower. A couple more of those. And as you bow down, can we sink the butt low and sit down? Feet are coming together. Baddha Konasana. As we set up for our Baddha Konasana, can we have the elbows kind of bent? Lean to your right. Left hand somewhere on the inside of that left leg line. You're working your left shoulder down to the right side of the room. Back up. Left forearm, left thigh, right hand somewhere along the leg line. Roll that right shoulder down to the opposite side. Couple more. Switch, switch. Back on up. Release the legs out. Point and flex through the feet. Point through the feet to roll it down. Fold. If you'd like a little more here, flex through the feet once we're folded. If you want a little flossing action, point and flex. Point the toes, rise up. That right thigh, right foot steps outside. Grab your left inner elbow toward the right knee. Right fingertips touch behind your right sit bone, lift up. Exhale, casual twist. Exhale to center. Cross for a half knee pile, right knee on top of the left. Take it for a little fold. Rise up. Take the left hand over to the left. Right sit bone is heavy. Reach the right arm up. Exhale up and over. If we're lucky, we get a little bit of that right top of the hip. If we want a little bit more, we roll the right side of the ribs down some and open back up. Flossing here. Let's take it up. Switch the legs out. Left foot makes a print to the right. We'll get that right inner elbow around through the left fingers behind the sit bone. Lift up. Casual twist. The purpose in building our strength isn't so that we can like power through everything all the time. It's to learn the difference of what energy levels are required for certain moves and why. Right now we're warming down. We don't need to be in the deepest twist. That's not our strongest position right now. Our strongest position is one that's going to help us unwind, down-regulate a little bit more. Different ways to use your strength. Back to center. Get our little knee pile going and take it for a fold.
up. Right hand in line with your right hip, 2-ish feet away. Let's press down through the left sit bone a little bit so you can get up and over and get that top of the left hip open. If you want a little more, it's a little roll with those left ribs down, a little left ribs up. Let's rise back up onto the legs and we get to lie down. As you lie down, move your feet wide to the edges of the mat, arms into a cactus, casual windshield wiper, side to side. And you feel like you are ready for Shavasana. Lay out. Release the arms. Release the legs. And trust that whatever you just did in the practice was more than enough. Trust that whatever level you are able to let go and rest in the Shavasana is also more than enough. Maybe for just now, in this moment, you could believe that you are also enough. How nice would that be? Before you move, could you appreciate how you arrived here? Out of all the places you could have gone, you instead decided to show up for your practice. Breathe that in. Take some small movements in your toes and your fingers. Your wrists, ankles. Reaching your arms up overhead, stretching your feet long, reaching. And knees. Roll to right or left side. With your eyes closed, come up to a seat. Sit tall. Bring your hands together at your heart center. And take a breath for yourself. In honor and acknowledgement of all the ways you did show up,
all the ways you did get stronger, and all the ways you already are. Bow the head. And on your inhale, lifting the head, opening the eyes, and letting in the light. Thank you so very much for practicing with